This is the King in reverse. Authority and diplomacy. Clarifying that, we have the King of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this just never gets old. So, this is actually my King of Pentacles card for this deck. Although it pretty much is the Emperor, the equivalent of what would be the Emperor in the Rider-Waite Tarot. But to me, this is the King of Pentacles, because when I think about the King of Pentacles, or a king, I think of the King of Pentacles. I love the King of Pentacles. It's my favorite card of all cards ever, and I absolutely love specifically the Rider-Waite version of him. And then this version of him is interesting because his face is kind of different than a lot of other decks. I don't know, he's just gorgeous, and I just love him so much. So this is double the King of Pentacles, in my opinion. So this is like an earth sign, maybe. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo could be an earth sign that this is pertaining to. But I really gotta tell you, like, this is an obvious yes. This is not just a yes. This is like a hell yes. This is like, can't get more yes than this. But what is this matter pertaining to? See, only you're really gonna know that. What does the King of Pentacles mean with regards to your situation? Well, it's authority and diplomacy, but it's also a master of all things material, abundance. You know, this guy has it together. He has an abundant kingdom. He is seriously powerful. And he's got all the power too. So if you wanted a yes to this question, then this is a good thing. But if you didn't want a yes to it, it could be a bad thing. If you wanted to know, then it could mean that this person is holding all the power in the situation that you're inquiring about. So that could be like a great big no to you, right? But in general, I say this is a yes, and it's very empowering. It means that you, or whoever this is at full strength in this situation, has all of the power to manifest, has all of the proof of their ability, and is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, the only thing that can take this guy down is somebody higher up than he is, you know, and he's double here. This could be like two people who are basically the same. So if a higher up wanted to take this guy down, he'd have to fight both of these guys, right? It's like, can a higher authority really even beat these two together? I mean, 2 against 1, I don't know. Regardless, this is just a massive yes. I mean, I love this guy. Like, I don't see how this could ever be a bad thing. You know, he could be kind of cocky, though. It's like, if he is being cocky, though, it's because he's right, and it's because he is, like, whoever this is knows what they're talking about, and they're an expert in their field, you know. So that's kind of why he's confident, is because he just knows, because he's been there and he's done it and he's put it all together and he reigns supreme over it. So he knows what works and what doesn't and all that kind of stuff. Total expert, stable, grounded. That's a yes. The Chalice, Rejuvenation and Fulfillment in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So in reverse, this card sort of signifying emotions means that emotions are being suppressed or negatively affected by whatever situation you're inquiring about. And with the Knight of Swords, this is probably due to some harsh words that were spoken. He's coming in with a sword of truth blazing, and it's like, you know, he's not a very tactful energy, so somebody might have said something that was kind of hurtful, or there was some other sort of bluntness surrounding this kind of emotional situation that has hampered good feelings, basically, have been hampered by this. So this is like a no on its face. And it could have been a rejection. I don't see any way that this is a yes. Like, this is not a yes. This is a definite no. But it's like a no that you already knew about. Like, you already knew this was a no. You know, you already knew it because it's kind of already happened. And, like, whatever this guy said to you, or this person said to you, he meant it, you know, he totally meant it. He's not going to take it back, even if he does say, oh, I'm sorry, or whatever. Like, even if they do apologize for whatever they might have said that was hurtful or something like that, it's like, he's the Knight of Swords. He's always going to be the Knight of Swords. You know, they're never going to change as far as that sort of harsh quality goes, right? So if you don't like that about this person or, you know, this situation, definitely avoid it in the future to avoid your chalice, you know, like turning over and spilling, and your rejuvenation, your fulfillment being negatively impacted by this blunt, harsh energy. Fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Clarified by the Lovers. So I'm getting with this that the answer to your question is yes, but the situation needs to be handled in a really kind of specific sort of way, right? So there's a lot of passion here. As you see, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so maybe that's the sign of you or somebody that you're dealing with. The Lovers also stands for Gemini, so maybe that's applying to your situation. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Look at the way the light is like illuminating this. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe there might have been like a party or some kind of social setting wherein things got a little bit like crazy or something, and maybe something went down that was like, oh my gosh, and it might have caused some kind of conflict between these two people. And for some reason, your question is it a yes or no? And I feel like the answer to your question is yes. But I feel like for a lot of you, for some of you at least, your question is kind of along the lines of, does this person love me, like, for real, because of this action that they took that probably shocked you or that you didn't like or something? Maybe made you start to question whether they actually love you genuinely or not. Like, would they do that if they actually loved me genuinely? And for a lot of you, the answer is yes, they do love you genuinely. But if they did something that you really don't like, is love actually enough? Right? It's a tough question. Is love really enough? Like, if somebody did something that you just don't approve of, it's like, yeah, maybe they do love me, but is that really, like, I don't know. Is that enough to make me stick around? You know, after what I saw, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's up for you to decide, but the answer to your inquiry is indeed yes.